You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and today I'm going to be doing an episode on Team of the Week, and I'm going to be doing this each week on a Wednesday, looking at the players in the team, telling you about the team, who's in it, and who I think will be good choices to invest in. Right, so first off, we've got at striker, we have De Jong. Pretty standard play, plays for FC20. Obviously, he's got the nationality with the league, so he might be worth a bit, but I can imagine he'll probably go for discard price by the end of the week. So not really one to be looking out for. I'm generally not gonna predict prices because I could get them very wrong. I'm not brilliant at predicting prices. I'm good at predicting them once they're out and I can see what the market's doing, but like guessing them before they've even come out of packs is hard. Second strike, we have Totti. Now, Totti has an absolutely amazing shot, 89 shooting, 87 passing, really good stats there. Just a bit let down by his pace, which is only 60, but I guess that's because he's getting on in years. We then have Sessegnon, who plays for Sunderland in the Premier League. Now, he might be quite a good one. He's got really good pace for a central midfield. Now, most of the time, you don't get pace in the middle of the field. So, to see he's got 83 pace is awesome. He's also backed up with great stats like 81 shooting, 84 passing, and 85 dribbling. He might be one that you see in a lot of Premier League teams. We then move on to the next one, the highest rated player in the team, but one that I can't see as a very, interesting in form, which is Iniesta. And the reason I don't think he's all that interesting is overall rating isn't as high as the Team of the Year version. So we can see that EA aren't just going to go, oh yeah, there's the Team of the Year version, and then every inform after that they're going to put higher. They're going to be putting them at probably a decent level, but a bit higher than original card, but nothing close to Team of the Year stats. So he has great passing, great dribbling, over 95, and pace of 82, which is pretty decent. So he is a very good player. I just invested in the normal card of him for my new team that I'm building, but I won't tell you too much about that. I want to tell you about that later. We then have Jesus Navas, and this is a great inform. It makes him the highest rated right mid or right wing player in Liga BBVA, so he's going to go for an absolute ton. He's got pace of 93, shooting of 78, passing of 89, dribbling of 89, heading of 60, which is not all that good, and defending of 47, but you don't expect that from a right midfielder. We'll come back to him in a bit. We then have a player that I'm not even going to try and attempt to announce his name. It's Blazes or something like that. He's pretty decent. He plays for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, and you can see that he has pace of 91. So he's one of those players that his backup stats aren't all that good. You would hope to see either good shooting or dribbling from someone like this. He's got 80, but that's not really anything special. So this is going to be one for the pace rapers, really, if they've made a Bundesliga team. I think he's probably going to be the fastest right mid player in Bundesliga. So here we have Rolando, centre back, plays for FC Porto, 83 rating. He's got pace of 64. Stats we don't really care about, which is shooting and passing, but they're very high for a centre back. The shooting stats are insane for a centre back, 75. His defending is 85 and his heading is 80, so a pretty decent all round Portuguese centre back. So he'll probably be one of the better Portuguese centre backs. I can imagine you'll see him in quite a few Portugal teams. Probably not taking the place of Pepe, but probably taking the place of Bruno Alves, because I think he might be a bit faster. I haven't checked that, but that's what I'm guessing. We then have Brewers at centre back, 78 rated, not anything to get excited about. Has decent defending stats, but I can't imagine he's even in the top 2 pairing for Orion Division, but you never know, he might be. We then have Ramis at centre back, plays for, I think it's, I can't even remember. Is that Malaga? No, it's not Malaga's thing. It's one of the Real something. I can't remember. But anyway, he has 81 overall rating, 58 pace, passing of 70, defending of 83, and heading of 84. So pretty decent all-round centre back. Probably just let down by his pace a bit. So not the best player, but you know he might be one of those ones you see in the cheap teams that don't want to fork out for like PK and stuff like that. Then we have another really good one here, Chiellini, centre back for Juventus, Italian, 82 pace, 90 defending, 89 heading, great stats there. I'm going to come back to him in a second and tell you about him. In goal we have Ruddy, who plays for Norwich in the Premier League, and you know, some great stats there for a Premier League goalkeeper, and I'll come back to that in a second. We then on the bench we have Pagolo, goalkeeper who plays for Siena. Probably not going to be one that challenges all of the spots in Serie A silver teams, so not one that's going to go for all that much. Herman, right mid, 74 rating, 83 pace, and you know, some decent stats there for a right midfielder in the Bundesliga. Yeah, from Borussia Gladbach, I think. Can't remember. I don't know how to say their names, most of them. We then have Henderson, who plays for Millwall. Decent silver card, 73 rating, decent shooting. Oops, and some alright stats for a silver player. His heading is really where he excels. He's got 82 heading. We then have Olsen, who's been moved up from a silver player who plays for West Bromwich Albion. Probably one that's going to go for discard price, just because if he had jumped up to maybe 81, 82, he'd be going for a bit more. But because he was only 74 before, he's not going to be going for all that much. Lasada, another one that's probably going to be a throwaway discard player. Sand, who will probably be a discard player again. He plays in the Argentinian league. The Argentinian league. What am I talking about? The Division de Mexico, and he's Argentinian. That's what I meant to say. And then the last player we've actually got a bronze in form this week, which I'm really happy about, because it means that I'll have a chance of getting one of them in my bronze pack hunts. So that's a great player there for me. Half decent stats, but you know, because he's bronze, he's not going to get all that great. But he has 60 pace, 60 shooting, 60 passing, 65 defending, and 75 heading. So some decent stats there. He's Brazilian. He plays in the Liga Portuguesa, which might hurt his value. If he was playing in the Liga do Brazil, he'd definitely go for a heck of a lot. But right, now we've looked at all the players, I'm going to quickly go through which players I think are good ones to invest in. Now, I don't think the two strikers are all that good to invest in. I mean, Totti might be one because of his high shooting stats, but because he's so slow, he's not going to make it into a lot of teams, so I'm not going to suggest him. I'm thinking Sessegnon probably will be one to invest in because of his high pace, and he's in the Premier League, which is a very popular league to make a team in. Iniesta is going to be too hard to predict just because of the other informed versions of him and the Team of the Year version of him. It's just one that I wouldn't risk my money on, especially since he's probably going to be going for well over 600,000 coins, or probably more than that. Here's one that I'm really excited about. This is probably the player of Team of the Week, or one of two of the players of Team of the Week, and that's Jesus Navas. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'll tell you his stats increase on his original card. He has +1 on pace, not anything to shout about. He has +3 on shooting, +2 on dribbling, which is all pretty standard. But he has +10 on passing, which means he's going to be absolutely amazing at passing. It means that he's now faster. I think that makes him the fastest player at right wing in Liga BBVA. It also probably gives him highest passing stats, even higher than informed Di Maria on right mid, because Di Maria's passing stats were awesome, but Di Maria just was terrible at shooting, and he didn't have a right foot either, whereas Navas is going to have decent right foot. So this makes him an awesome player to invest in. I reckon that he will, I don't know, well over 100, probably well over 200, I think, 1,000 coins, just because everyone loves to build Liga BBVA teams, and those people who are building those teams are the ones with all the coins, because it's a very expensive league to build in. I'm now considering to put him into my Liga BBVA side over Sanchez, even though he doesn't have 5-star skills. I'm just so tempted by him. He looks absolutely amazing. So we'll have to see how it goes and see what his price is like towards the end of the week. And if you're wondering what investment is, I'm going to put a link, an annotation on screen now for you to click on, so you can go back to my video on what investing in players actually is and how you can make money from it. It's basically a money making technique. This guy might be worth, investing in if he's going for cheap enough, but again, he is Polish, so he's not going to be able to hybridize well in teams, and he will go into a lot of Bundesliga teams, but I can't imagine people going crazy for him. Rolando, again, not too sure about him. Not many people make Liga Portuguesa teams. This is the next one that I think is a really good one to invest in. Chiellini. He's going to be the second best centre back in Serie A. People make a lot of Serie A teams. I mean, the only person that's better than him will be Thiago Silva. So this guy is going to be automatic partner for Thiago Silva because he's fast. Chiellini's faster than Lucio. He's got better. This one's got better defending stats, better heading stats. So this one's definitely one to invest in. I mean, he's going to be going for a heck of a lot, especially since last year he had an inform and he was absolutely beast from what I've read on the forum. So he's definitely one to invest in. His price will definitely go up. And this is probably the one that will surprise you the most, Ruddy, because he's silver, so not many of him are going to come out. There won't be many on the market, which makes him rarer and therefore more valuable. He also has, because he's 74 rated, he's not going to get another inform that's going to, lower this one's price. And also, because he's English and in the Premier League, he's going to go for absolutely loads because people just can't stop making Premier League, Barclays Premier League silver teams, and I see them all the time. I mean, if we think about Inform Mingale, he's going for 400k now, so or 300 or 400k, I can't remember, but he's going for absolutely loads for a silver goalie. So this is one to watch out for. If you get him in a pack, you've struck it rich. I mean, I might open quite a few silver packs this week to see if I can get him, because I'd love to have him. Another player to invest in is probably Herman, because he's got 74 rating, so he's obviously not going to get another inform that makes him lower. So that's one to invest in as well. So I think those are the players that I'm going to suggest. Go for Jesus Navas, or as I like to call him, Jesus, Chiellini, Ruddy, and Herman. These are the ones that I would suggest to invest in, and also Sessegnon as well, but he's not so much. I think he'll probably be going for almost probably 20k towards the end of the week, depending on how many come out of packs of him. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you have, and a subscription if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time.